I am back. My rolls have risen, and I've got them rolled out here to show you how to make the rolls. I'm going to do two different ways. The first one is called Parker House rolls. If you're familiar with Parker House rolls, they are shaped round and folded in half. So I'm going to show you how to do it. My sister-in-law Andrea had some issues with it. And I tried to explain to her over the phone, but it's a lot easier to show in person. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through this. So, first of all, I've got my dough rolled out. I'm using the rolling pin that was my grandma's, which is kind of funny because I'm making my grandma's recipe. And so, here we've got them all rolled out. There is 3 different ways you can do it. You can use a cookie cutter like the biscuit cutter, which I usually use. If you don't have that, you can take your canning jars. Depending on the size you want, you can use either. Just stick it down in as far as you can and cut it. My grandma, back in the day when they used to have the orange juice in the freezer section, the concentrated orange juice, and it came in the metal can, she saved the metal can, washed it out, saved it, and that's what she used to cut her rolls out with. To each their own. So this is what you do, is you're going to cut your rolls. I've got my cookie sheet in the dishwasher. It should be almost done. And I'll go grab that here in just a second. So I've got all these rings cut out. So they're little circles like this. Yeah, I get it. Hey everybody, what's the pizza? I did because I ordered you pizza. But seriously, you can do. And then you're going to take this dough and you're going to shape it back into a ball, and you're going to roll that out again and do some more. But for sake of time, let me just show you how to put these out. I'm going to go get my cookie sheet out of the dishwasher over here. I just gave it an extra rinse even though it was already on the rinse cycle. Now my grandma, and I do mine the same way because that's the only way I know, my grandma used to put some oil on her cookie sheet. So I'm going to do that. Now this is what you want to do. You want to take your round roll, you want to off-center it so that it's not exactly in the center. Take the dull side of the butter knife, push it down as far as you can without cutting all the way through, so that you have a little line like that, okay? Then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to place it on your cookie sheet, getting both sides covered in the oil. And you continue to do that with all of these. I will do one row of these, and then I will show you the next one. So you want it kind of off-centered, just like that. so that you have almost like a little lip there. Okay. Now I'm just going to set this off to the side back here while I show you how to make the next type of rolls. Second type of rolls you can do. So those first ones were Parker House rolls. Get some flour down so this doesn't stick. I usually like to flatten it just a little bit and kind of make it into a rectangle. You don't have to, it's just what I do. I find it the easiest. And then I take my dough cutter and I'm going to cut in half. And then I cut a piece probably about maybe like that size. I want them all to be pretty uniform. So you should get about 4 pieces out of this. If some are bigger, than others, then kind of take a little piece off of it. It doesn't hurt anything. And add it to the smaller one. But you roughly want them pretty close to the same size. Do the same thing here. We should be able to get 4 out of this. Take your bigger pieces and add it to the smaller one. If you And what you're going to want to do with this is you're going to want to take the corners and start tucking them under. Because you're going to make these round. Once you've got them all tucked under, then you're going to squeeze and pinch underneath. So that you almost have like a little piece like this. And you're almost making it like a mushroom. That's going to hold that together. Then you're going to put it on your table. And you're going to put your hand on top of it. And you're going to roll like this. And just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Until it gets nice and tight and smooth. Okay, let me show you another one. So you're going to take and you're going to tuck under all of the corner side pieces. Once you got all of those tucked under, you're going to squeeze it almost like a mushroom. So that you got that little piece there, and it's all pinched together. And then you're going to set it on here, and then you're going to roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. Till it's nice and tight. And you just keep doing that with all of your rolls. Until you have them all rolled out. Once you have them all done, you're going to take your cookie sheet and you're going to place them back on your cookie sheet. Now, these ones are a little bit different than the Parker House rolls. You don't have to roll them in the oil like you do the Parker House rolls, unless you really want them to. And you just continue doing that. Parker House rolls on half, these on the other half. Normally I'd have all just one kind, but because I'm showing you the two, that's the way we're doing it. So, stay tuned for the second video that will show you what they look like when they're all finished and going into the oven after they have sat. Your recipe will tell you that you want to let them rise in a warm place for about 40 to 45 minutes or until they're doubled in size. I will come back once they have doubled in size and have risen and show you what the next step is to do. Hi guys, so I'm back. So my rolls have risen. We're going to take off the dish towels, tea towels, whatever you want to call them, and see what they look like. So I ended up putting them on two separate trays because the one was just too small. So here we go. Here's the first set of rolls. My daughter will show that. Those are the round ones. Now here's the second set of rolls. One thing that you will run across with Parker House rolls, which are these, is sometimes they will open themselves back up. So what you want to do is you want to fold them back like this, very carefully without deflating them, and flip them over. Okay? So fold them back and flip them over, because the longer side that sticks out more will hold better. So we're going to do that. Just on the ones that have opened up. Let's see. I think the rest look okay. Maybe we'll flip this one. All right. So I've got my oven preheating to 375. We're going to cook those for 15 minutes. So at 375 for 15 minutes. I'm going to stick those in, and then I will send you guys a picture of the final product. Have a good day, and I hope you try these and like them.